as they get ready to match up with the Washington football team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington.
Let's get it, Bobby.
Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 84 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Wentz again. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Gibson. They find some open field here. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And Washington has taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth 1st half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And Jeffrey may be in some pain. It appears so. He's still down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year.
We'll be back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to it.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Yeah, with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Eagles' 26.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
3rd down. It's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something. on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. J.J. Nelson now to return. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Kaepernick going to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wentz on the bootleg. This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Left side here to Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Shotgun now for Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Gibson in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Washington on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll let it go deep for Foster, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 19, 12 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now. Wentz escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down and goal. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Being chased out left. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and it's third down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final try now for Wentz. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,